of course, the first thing we want to do is to get to know you and how you started your tech journey. And so just basically walk us through your journey.
Okay, so for me, I would say building stuff, engineering generally has always been something I've always been interested in since I was a kid. I always built stuff since I was young. And I'll say luckily for me, when we were growing up, we had a big compound. So I would find random stuff, weave them together and create my own stuff. Yes. And I had a very, very vivid imagination back in the day. Like, it was so bad that sometimes they'll be teaching, but my mind will be somewhere else. So initially, my aim or my goal was to go into electrical engineering, right? Mm-hmm. And then I remember we had an uncle who came to take us one day to spend a weekend with him on campus.
Okay.
And that was the first time I saw a computer.
Around what age?
This was, I want to say 7 or 8. I'm old, so it was the 1990s. So that time, you see, we had those computers with the CRT. Okay. So there was it's flat and put a CRT on top of it. Right now, you can't do that again. Yeah. And I was like, what is that? I was like, oh, it's a computer. I was like, oh, wow. Interesting. And I think at that time, computers were not even part of our study. I may be wrong. I think we started computer classes in my school, probably like upper primary or JSS, that period. But when I saw that machine, I was so intrigued. I was like, wow, this is amazing. This looks good. Then the second
that was around what year, please?
I don't want to give the exact years, but
okay.
1990s, either mid or late or somewhere around there. But it was at that time. Then the next time I saw one was at my dad's office, and I was like, this is a fascinating thing. I want to know more about it. So I think when we grew up, we got one at home, right? And that's where I got to really get to know it, play with it, spoil it. I spoiled it so much. And in retrospect, thinking about it, the man